The summer transfer window has once again exploded into life, and Arsenal are right at the centre of the drama. The North London Giants have been heavily linked with French international midfielder Manu, with reports claiming that the Gunners had reached an agreement with the player and were moving closer to completing one of the most surprising deals of the summer. The news immediately sparked excitement among Arsenal supporters, many of whom believe that Mikel Arteta is building a squad capable of dominating both the Premier League and Europe. According to reports from Italy and England, Arsenal have been closely monitoring Kone for several months. The club's recruitment department reportedly sees him as a midfielder with enormous potential and the perfect profile to strengthen the team's engine room. At 25 years old, Kone has already established himself as one of the most exciting midfielders in Europe. His performances for Roma and the French national team have attracted the attention of several elite clubs, but Arsenal appeared to have positioned themselves at the front of the queue. Reports claimed that personal terms between Arsenal and the player had already been agreed. Sources suggested that Kone was enthusiastic about the possibility of working under Mikel Arteta and becoming part of a team that has consistently challenged for major honours in recent seasons. It was also reported that discussions between the clubs were progressing positively and that only the final details regarding the transfer fee remained unresolved. The news sent Arsenal fans into celebration mode. Social media platforms were flooded with reactions, with many supporters describing Kone as the missing piece in Arsenal's midfield. Some even compared his style of play to a younger version of some of Europe's top midfield stars because of his ability to carry the ball forward, break opposition lines, and recover possession with remarkable intensity. However, just when it seemed that the deal was entering its final stages, a major bombshell suddenly emerged. Transfer expert Fabrizio Romano revealed that Arsenal had denied claims that an agreement for Manu Kone was close to completion. According to Romano, the Gunners insisted that reports of advanced negotiations and a completed agreement with the player were inaccurate. The revelation shocked many supporters because the transfer had already been portrayed by some media outlets as being close to completion. The club's response immediately created confusion. Was Arsenal simply attempting to keep the negotiations away from the public eye? Or had reports of the agreement been exaggerated? Nobody seemed to have a definitive answer. The uncertainty surrounding the transfer only increased speculation among fans and football pundits. Interestingly, Arsenal's interest in Manu Kone makes perfect sense from a footballing perspective. Mikel Arteta has repeatedly stated his desire to build a squad with greater depth and quality in every position. Last season demonstrated that competing in multiple competitions requires not only a strong starting 11 but also world-class options on the bench. Injuries and fatigue can easily derail a team's ambitions, and Arsenal are determined not to allow that to happen again. Kone's qualities make him an attractive target. He is physically strong, technically gifted, and tactically intelligent. He possesses the ability to control the tempo of matches while also contributing defensively. His versatility means he can operate in several midfield positions, giving Arteta additional tactical flexibility. The French midfielder has also earned significant praise for his performances on the international stage. Being selected for the French national team is an achievement in itself, considering the incredible depth of talent available to Les Bleus. Kone's emergence in one of the world's strongest national teams is further evidence of his growing. Reports from Italy also indicate that Roma could be open to selling the player if the right offer arrives. Financial considerations may force the Italian club to make difficult decisions regarding some of their key players, and Kone's high market value could make him one of their most valuable assets. This situation has given Arsenal hope that a deal remains possible despite the recent denials. Sources close to the player have suggested that Kone is attracted by the idea of playing in the Premier League. The opportunity to compete in England's top flight and participate in the UEFA Champions League with Arsenal is believed to be an exciting prospect for him. Furthermore, the chance to work under Arteta, a manager widely respected for improving young talents, could be another major factor influencing his decision. Meanwhile, Arsenal supporters continue to debate how Kone would fit into the team. Some believe he could form a formidable partnership with Declan Rice, creating one of the strongest midfields in European football. Others see him as a player who would provide healthy competition and much-needed rotation options during a long and demanding season. As the transfer window progresses, the situation remains incredibly fluid. Arsenal's denial has certainly complicated the narrative, but in modern football, transfer negotiations often develop behind closed doors and can change rapidly. Deals that appear impossible one day can suddenly become reality the next. For now, one thing is clear: the Manu Kone saga is far from over. Arsenal may have publicly distanced themselves from reports of an agreed deal, but the links refuse to disappear. The French international remains firmly on the club's radar, and supporters across the world will be watching closely for the next twist in what has become one of the most fascinating transfer stories of the summer.